Bill, next to the Bible, what's the largest book you've ever read?
The Source.
Who's that by?
By James Michner. If you've ever read one of Michner's books, you know that none of his books are small. You know, at least I don't think any of them are small. Texas was huge. I thought that was because Texas was a big state, but I found out later that he writes big books. And the reason why he writes big books is because he does a lot of research. The reason why I read The Source was because I'd met a gentleman who didn't believe in Jesus Christ. And he was very smart, worked for Howard Hughes. His name was Bob Snoyer. And Bob had challenged me about my faith. And Bob would read about 100 books a year. And so, although he read 100 books a year, he had never recommended a book to me. And I was building this relationship with him to talk with him about Jesus. And he said, Bill, I'd like to have you read a book I've got. And I said, okay. So he gave me The Source. And after the first 100 pages, I told my wife, Joanna, I don't think I can make it through this book. It's just boring. It's just all these facts. But from the 100th page on, it was a delight to read. It tells a story about digging and the different layers of the earth and what happened at that time in civilization. It's just a terrific book. I would recommend you read that. I believe the greatest impact I had on Bob Snoyer was the fact that I read that book and I talked with him about it. And from that time on, we had a lot better relationship. And I believe that when Bob died, he believed in Jesus Christ because he was in an automobile accident outside of my edition. And the one they asked to do his funeral, to speak at his funeral, was Bill Arnold. And I want you to know I believe in Jesus Christ with all my heart and all my soul. And it was a privilege, but it was because of this book, this thing we had in common that I did to respond to his request for me.